Hello, friends.
Hi.
We're here. It's another stream day.
Yeah, we didn't even have to count down. We we
With
did it
one,
all
two, one,
without
two,
the numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's counting up, counting up, not down.
Yeah, we do usually.
We go up. We go up here.
We go up. We do not go down. Oh, how's everyone doing? How are you, Louis?
I'm fine. Yeah, been keeping busy. I was in London over the weekend, and
Oh,
a weekend of London. Usually, last time I was in was 6 months ago, and I feel like a weekend of London
wow.
is enough every 6 months. I don't know how anybody living there does it. Um, I know Alex is. I think it's a different state of mind. I mean, I'm sure like people in New York, you know, probably a
That's a
similar
whole
thing,
other
isn't it?
thing.
Whole other thing. City life. I mean, I am in a city, but I feel like Bristol, Birmingham, even Manchester have a certain vibe, and then London's on this whole.
City light.
Exactly. How are you, Fern?
I'm good. No, I don't have tea like everyone in chat, but I do have some coffee, which is my third today. We won't talk about it. It's one of those days. It's very grey and dreary outside.
Three's okay, I think, isn't it? I mean, it's probably on the. It depends. What time of
Yeah,
day is
but
it for you? Is it 4 o'clock?
it's four. But when you count for the fact that every cup is technically 2 cups on the coffee machine, because you know,
Oh.
then suddenly it's a lot more, and it's
But then
anyway.
I've got a Bialetti, and I think mine is a 3 cup, but it makes 1 cup of small coffee. So I don't know how they make, like, cup is um
Yeah, that's a broad term.
such a variable term. So I wouldn't. Yeah, hope everyone in chat is well.
Yeah.
I'm Today's going to be a fun one because I'm glad Pixie's here. I was speaking to Pixie yesterday, but we are going to be working on Pixie's character um, for the Garden Path. As Pixie supported the game on the Kickstarter, on the tier, the designer character tier. So, there's been a few people who supported the game through that tier, and I've been working with them doing different designs. So maybe we'll see a few more later on. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the other. I'm not sure the others usually join us on stream, but I would definitely get their permission first, as I did with Pixie, just to make sure. But yes, I'm glad Pixie's here. I hope, Pixie, you're doing well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a fun character. I think Pixie really ran with it. I really do enjoy the
I'm excited
character.
to see it.
So I do have this is the sketch that we kind of. I know Pixie's the color. The colors were. We're gonna still work on the colors, but we kind of agreed, because there were other kind of peas in a pod kind of characters, that we could do this kind of multiple character
Oh.
type thing. So they'll kind of move as one entity, but you can kind of talk to them both, and they'll sort of occupy the different personality types. And as all the people who supported the game with the tier, there will be special dialogue lines for the characters as well. So yes, and I like the names as well. These are Pixie's names. We've got Kavik, Luca, and Elia. I don't know how you'd say it, Pixie. Maybe it's Elia. I'm not sure, but I feel like they're good names. They're definitely Garden Path-esque names.
Yeah, for sure. Especially Kavik, I feel like is
Yeah,
something you
Kavik's a
could
good one. I
probably come
like
up with.
Kavik. Yeah, and the idea really is that they're sort of they're siblings, and in particular, the fun idea here is that we've got this very small pea who sits in Kavik's hood. We kind of did a couple designs, of kind of how Elia would be incorporated into the hood of the character as kind of a peas in a pod type thing, and we settled on this one. So, yeah, so it's also going to be fun because most of the characters, I think Luca here is going to use the sort of the typical kind of cloak, but we've got sort of an even bigger cloak here. With a particularly big hood to see Elia, and I think it will be fun. I'm hoping to eventually kind of animate Elia doing sort of sleeping and
Oh,
you know
adorable.
doing little things in the hood. So yeah, we'll just crack on with this, but I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's a good one because we've already. I don't usually with the Kickstarter design characters I have sent over concept artwork, but nothing like this exists for anything else in the game because I generally don't do concept art. But with if I'm working with people, like with clients, when I do my illustration work, I always do concept art first, just because it's a really quick, easy way to, when I'm doing concept art, you kind of can really just grab stuff, move it around, get the perspective right. It's much easier to correct things, but it is kind of an extra step in the process. But yeah, as opposed to the other times we do it when it's just kind of I'm just doing it on the fly. It's going to be quite. I think things are going to be speedy, so because we've already got the design down. So feel free to. I don't know if people usually maybe they sort of keep the stream on in the background while they're doing other things. That's cool. But maybe you'll want to. I don't know, tab in and out a little bit because hopefully, like I said, I think things are going to move a bit quicker this stream, but we'll see.
We're zooming.
We be zooming. We move.
We be zooming. We move, in the words of Alex doing.
Although Rachel said that the other day, and I was like, oh, it must be a thing. Totally.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess
the hive mind
it's spreading the hive mind.
I love that Pixie really got the bang for her buck. Like,
yes.
not 2 for 1, but 3 for 1.
But I thought it was okay because they're peas in a pod, and we do have.
They are.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Griffin Fire. Really appreciate that.
Welcome in.
But I mean, we have got a couple of other interesting characters. I was working with one of the others, and they're going to be kind of almost like a chameleon. They're going to shift their color palette as they feel different emotions, which I think is quite fun.
Yeah.
And I do generally I like that the characters, like I see these characters as being particularly maybe not rare, but sort of hard to come by. Maybe they're very special characters in the game, and I kind of like that because there weren't most of the characters in the game fulfill a certain it was more of a. Obviously, I like all the characters, but it was sort of more of a quantity over quality. I don't want to say quality, but you know what I mean. Like, I wanted to create them all equally, but I think it's sort of fun to have the odd few that kind of really do stand out.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, and the color changing one I think is going to be fun. More info on that, because I don't know what I can and can't say.
I'm very glad we've kept the banana.
Oh yeah, it's there for good luck. We've got. I don't really need these guys for reference anymore because this body art is kind of. But I just keep them around because, for good measure.
Yeah.
And I've been hard at work lately on the game. My computer's. Hope we're not dropping frames there. Computer's really working. Moving.
If you need to. Well, actually, I'm not sure that would mess up with the. Anyway, if you need to stop streaming to me, what you're doing.
Oh no, it should be fine. It's just my poor little computer from who knows how long ago. It's moving layers can sometimes be hard work. So. But I think I moved the layer I needed to move, so we're all good. Yes, I've been working on the game. I was thinking of maybe showing off some of the, but I'm still umming and ahhing about everything. Is that is that a cat?
Yeah, there
Did I see it?
You missed it.
In the corner of my eye. I was saying to Fern earlier that I always miss the cat because my what do you call it? My monitor is so small. But yeah, working on the game. Just I want to make sure the trading feels. I want to get the trading down because, like I was saying, people just sort of like not sure how the trading works, and I thought maybe instead of putting a load of tutorials, I should just completely rethink the trading system. So, but I think it's kind of in terms of UI, it's kind of there, but in terms of features, I'm not so sure. But I think there's a really cool system where it kind of generates from the items you select and from the amount you select, it kind of generates from a random seed like the items you need to give to the character or what they're expecting. That makes sense. So,
Yes.
but
Chat and I are like, yes, definitely. We know what you're talking about right now.
but it's a seed is a good like in Minecraft. People Minecraft, right? People play
Yeah,
Minecraft.
yeah. Yeah,
um,
we know seeds. There are
yeah,
multiple types of seeds.
but it's kind of seeds are
They're
cool
not.
because they're random, but if you've got the same seed, then it's always the same. So, so if you go to the character, they'll always technically if you input the same items that you want to purchase from them, they'll always expect the same thing, but the thing itself is randomly generated. So because I was worried you'd go to the character twice and they'd ask for something completely different.
Yeah.
Which is no good.
Give me your tent for these seeds.
Well, that's the thing, because it uses like all kinds of like scoring stuff about how the character like values things and the different aspects of different items they value, and so yeah, hopefully it's okay. But I think it will require some testing, and I'm slightly worried that it's going to need another feature which I'm also working on, in order to sort of work in the, like I was saying, because I think people want to collect a lot of things and that's cool, but then I think there needs to be a system in the game where you just like unload all of your junk, and still feel like you're getting something out of it, which the new system kind of won't allow for. So yeah, but we move.
We move. We find solutions.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll show you guys later. Maybe if Sparrow's in chat. I feel like Sparrow might have thoughts. Or is it Amarino? They've been helping a lot. I know that sometimes they join chat. Personally love having things, must have all the things.
Yeah.
And I think the new system kind of I think the feeling of having things I kind of want to, I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like I want every object that you pick up in the game to feel like it has a certain characteristic, has a certain weight. Like not everything is a Sparrow is here, but I'm on in the background. No worries. If I do decide to then I'll let you know. Good to have you here, Sparrow. But yeah, the new system very much puts the tags of the items in the foreground, so sort of the characteristics are very much now visually. I've done sort of icons for all the different tags and everything, so I feel like you generally have an idea of kind of what an acorn qualifies for, if you know what I mean. Which I think almost makes it. I think it actually makes it feel more satisfying. I kind of like the ambiguity of it before, but I think sort of knowing. I don't know, the characteristics of different items is quite satisfying.
The characteristics of the acorn.
Yeah. Because there is kind of now, I've sort of added a sort of a Breath of the Wild-esque kind of you just collected type screen, which you kind of had before, but now it sort of goes a little bit more in depth about the item. I think it's okay.
I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate that.
I hope so. But it all plays together. I hope it's all one big, all one big design practice. And the one thing with this is just when I do like sketches, whether to have the sketch like above or below the artwork is always because you do lose details as you add things in.
Yeah, that's the sad part about sketches when you start rendering and you just like maybe a specific part of the brush stroke made something read differently.
There is that for sure.
And then, you over render it and it just disappears.
Yeah, I encountered that a lot actually.
Yeah. I feel like that happens a lot with like drawing on paper with just like a pencil. 'Cause sometimes you get like an accidental stroke that actually brings a lot more emotion into the face or something like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you just don't know how it happened, but it's there.
I do that a lot with when I do my avatars, the little spaceman guy. I kind of do. I really like the challenge of making the brush like as thick as possible. And then and essentially I'll just draw the face and the eyes 100 times until it accidentally looks good. That's kind of I really enjoy that because yeah,
Yeah.
like you said, you basically everything is an accident, but it kind of comes together to be a face.
Yeah. Big fan of big brushes.
Love big brushes. More affordable storage would be one way of addressing wanting to collect loads of stuff without being weighed down by it, for sure. And I want to, I want to basically illustrate a load of new storage items and just make sure. I think maybe in some way, like a way to get more storage is always available. I'm not sure because but then at the same time, I don't really want people to hoard. It's a
That's gonna be
balance.
hard.
I want people to go out and collect, and then by the end of the session, have utilized what they've collected, if you know what I mean. And it might not always be the best possible thing, but the system I'm going to introduce is sort of like even if you can't think of the best possible thing, you're going to know that you've done what you can in the day. That's kind of it in theory, anyway. But yeah, I think there's like 2 storage items at the moment, and they offer very little storage. So I just need to figure that out.
Yeah, maybe we need to have a chest / box / wardrobes. I don't know what else we could put.
Wardrobe would be a fun one, actually. I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, I could do a wardrobe.
Like the rock streams or the tree streams. We just have a storage stream.
Yeah, I suppose we could.
Doesn't really have that much of a ring to it though.
It'll be up there with the rock stream. Good that that's now lost to time.
Yeah.
I think it is anyway.
A hollow tree stump. Ooh.
Hollow tree stump's a nice idea. Yeah, I like definitely storage stuff that's slightly unusual. Just like there's a few sort of odd planters in the game where you can sort of put soil and plants. I have done a cool box actually. You're saying can the cool box be? I think maybe it doesn't have the line of code. I'm not sure. It might just be an object at the moment. That's a good point. But I could probably convert it into one. That'd be a good idea. And yeah, and I think I need to address that the UI can. I think I need to make the storage have more storage as well, because I think at the moment it's sort of between 2 and 4 objects, which just isn't enough really. Don't know if I want it. Don't know if I want it to be as big as sensible place to put fish. Very true. And then also hopefully eventually we'll get player pouches as well, which is sort of all but functional essentially in the game. And that's going to be sort of expandable storage.
You say you don't want us to hoard, but I personally will be hoarding as many pouches as I can to relive the World of Warcraft experience.
Oh yeah. I basically just lifted the system from that, I'm not going to lie. It is satisfying though, I don't know why. Little pouches. And like I said, I think it would be cool if it makes your rucksack sort of tower up. I think that, but yeah, I think I need more. I need to figure out how to do more slot storage for that, which would be fun. I think that's maybe why I'm umming and erring about it. But we'll see. Because I like the idea, with all the tools kind of sit around on your backpack, I like the idea of kind of everything you have equipped, sort of actually, you can see it. I had a change of spirit recently. You know when you get items in a game and you're like, I'll save this for when I really need it. My new strategy is to just use it as soon as I get it, like basically everything.
That's what you probably should do.
Yeah.
Yeah. What most people probably should do.
The best time is the present. Convinced of it.
Alex says, I just played Tomb Raider and I don't think I used more than 5 fire arrows the whole game because I thought I'd need it later.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like they need to, I feel like game developers need to figure that out. They need to, yeah, because I think almost everybody does that, don't they?
Yeah.
And I think it's a combination of wanting to, make sure you're using it at the right time instead of being paralyzed by not knowing when that would be. Because how could you know? How could you possibly know? Unless it's literally a boss that needs it or something. And then the second of most people just want to play one way and then kind of stick to it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Just start putting in tooltips like you can use your items. You're safe. You're safe here.
Yeah, just a reminder every 10 minutes. You're a good dog. How's moving castle got backpack? Yeah, that's kind of what Chashka has in spirit.
Yeah.
But again, I kind of want every character to just have a ridiculously tall backpack. I know I've kind of said that a few times, but it's not sort of materialized. Maybe for the launch trailer, that should be my aim. Because I want everybody, I don't know, I've said this so many times, I want people to look at the game and be like, oh, it's the game with the really big backpacks. I just think that would be a really cool game. I don't know why.
Oh my god, okay, the next stream will be a backpack stream.
We could do that.
The stream after
not a backpack stream, a things to tower on top of your backpack stream.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
And next, unconventional storage.
Yes.
A comprehensive
definitely
stream.
Comprehensive guide to. Kiva's got that vibe. I think the new bunk design has the vibe with the towering, incredibly dangerous towering pot of boiling water. Augustus less so. Tom a little bit. Who else is there? Abel less so. But Abel's okay. He's nice and round.
He is.
Don't want to take
away
away from his roundness. The backpack is one of the things that drew me in, to be honest. Yeah, I do need to. I have got a few, and I've got a lot of backpack designs that are just about 90% of the way there, and I kind of just need to get them in the game. But it is that I think that I do just want the game to sort of be again just sort of going out and having everything on your back. I just feel like that's really satisfying. Yeah, but it's not just visuals. I think I need to somehow do it through game design as well. And I'm working on it. I like the idea.
Alex says we need to wear backpacks for the backpack stream.
We could do. I do really.
I have a really nice backpack, so
you have a really nice one.
Yeah, I do. It's like a eggplant colored, like. What is the brand? I don't know. I think it's called Donut.
Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna say that.
I know. Yeah, it's just called Donut.
Okay.
And they're these really, really nice looking backpacks in plenty of different colors, and I want them all, but I'm trying to restrain myself.
Which color do you have?
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Purpley.
I searched donut bag, and it's just bags that look like donuts.
Are
they kind of square?
Yeah.
I do like them. I remember last time I was getting a backpack, I was like, I really want. Oh, does this it here? Donut.
Yeah. That's it.
I like backpacks that hold their shape. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah. Some backpacks kind of, like my one at the moment, just looks a bit sad if you don't have anything in it. So I usually stuff it full of like canvas bags, with the theory that, like if you're out and about, you might need a canvas bag, so it can be no bad thing, and they don't weigh anything.
Yeah, that's a really good point. You never know.
I think have I told this story on stream before? My last backpack, I was like trying to stuff a load of eggs in. Have I told this? I think I did. All the zips broke, basically. I think I did, because we were drawing. There was a backpack stream, wasn't there?
Right.
I think I told my egg story.
The egg
And so
story.
I now have a backpack. I was like, I want to get a backpack without any zips. So I got this backpack. It's one of those roll down ones. And now everybody's got them. I feel like maybe
Ah.
everybody had the same epiphany I did. I'm not sure.
What you're saying is you're a trendsetter.
Well, I think I bought them at the same time everybody else did. I don't know.
No,
I think that's exactly what
definitely
happened.
not.
So yeah, maybe they'll become really untrendy soon. But it's a good
Yeah,
bag.
but then it's all good because then it'll become like
Become retro.
yeah,
You'd
exactly.
hope, or it'll become one of those. What were we thinking? 2020s. What were we thinking? Who knows? Yeah, I say eggs. It was a 20. It was a box of 20 eggs, a carton of 20 eggs, and I had already filled my shopping, and the last thing to go in were the eggs, and I couldn't quite. See, I broke my bag trying to cram in the eggs, the 20 eggs. So I felt weird if I was just walking around with 20 eggs. You know what I mean? I was like determined to get it in my backpack.
What do you mean? You don't walk around carrying a 20-pack of eggs?
I just don't know if I've seen anybody else doing it. Maybe if I did, I'd feel more secure.
I mean, listen, if I can take home toilet paper like outside out of its bag because it doesn't fit in the bags, then it's fine.
Sorry, I don't know what that means. You.
Oh, like when you don't have a car and you go grocery shopping and you need toilet paper, so you have to like carry it on the, like some people would deem that embarrassing.
Oh, I do that
don't
weekly.
have that. Yeah, exactly. So if you are fine with that, then what's the problem with the eggs, bestie?
I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right. I do go
Don't
really
be
early in the
scared of
morning though.
eggs.
I creep out at night and buy my 24 loo rolls and then crawl back before the sun comes up. That's my plan anyway.
I hope that one day we make it as like big dev stream content creators so that at some point we have like an animated, how some YouTubers have like, or maybe podcasts will have like little animated episodes of like segments from their podcasts or content. And I want to see Louis crawling back at 6 a.m. with his loo rolls.
For the record, I don't want that. Please, please nobody. I hope nobody here has studied the art of animation. I would be very flattered though. I would, of course, if someone chose to do that.
Someone took the time to animate you crawling.
I don't know if I could bring myself to watch it. Alex, I once treated myself to a huge 24 pack of eggs, which I very carefully carried home at the top of my huge tote bag, which then proceeded to slide off the kitchen counter, and every single one broke. Every single one.
No. Oh.
That's I feel bad. It reminds me of sometimes Have you ever made a pizza and you put it in the oven and then you in the last moment you sliding the pizza out, you drop it on the floor. It's happened to me more than once. maybe a pie. It could have been a pie.
Oh no.
That does happen. Look up who gives a crap for loo roll delivered to your door. We did look into that. Yeah, I can't remember. I feel like it was. I can't remember. Maybe I determined it was a little bit too pricey per loo roll. I do think that my walks, like I count my walk to the shop and back as like one of my exercise for the day because well, I don't know if anybody's been to Bristol, but there's a fair few hills, and I load up one of those airport bags on my backpack, and yeah, it's a workout. I tell you, I don't want anybody to tell me otherwise. It's definitely a workout.
I mean, for sure.
Because I live right on the top of a hill, guys. I had so many plans for those eggs, souffles. I don't know. What else can you do with it? Also, I shop at Asda and their loo roll. I don't really like Asda, but their loo roll is their loo roll's on point.
Shout out.
So,
But not a shout out because we don't like them. But honorable
it's
mention.
an honourable mention, yeah. If you have to go to Asda, at least enjoy that you've benefited from their loo roll. They were one of the few. I think they really like during the pandemic. They were one of the few places that had loo roll. I think they had a meeting and they were like, "Look, guys, we're known for our loo roll. We need to let our customers know that they can shop for loo roll in confidence." And that was like the number one priority. Over flour, because they didn't have flour for months.
Oh wow. Over here it was potatoes. Potatoes.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, but I mean, it does make sense.
Uh,
At least, it's a potato country.
is it? Do you have a lot of potatoes in Norway? I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, like, I think it's like part of like history. Like during the war, potatoes were like the biggest, like the best resource for, I guess, sustaining yourself.
They are really
Oh.
good potatoes. They're like
Yeah.
I was looking up an index the other day of like food that filled you up, and it like fills you up 3 times more than bread. Apparently, potatoes.
Mm.
Croissants, is that how you say them? I know everybody says them wrong. They fill you up half as much as bread.
Well,
So-
that makes sense because that makes a lot of sense because the volume of a croissant looks big, but on the inside it's just a bunch of thin.
Maybe. I don't know if they did it by volume or by. I feel like they should have done it by weight if they were doing that study. I don't know. Would they have done it by volume?
Maybe.
I didn't look. I should have looked.
But yeah, a croissant is just it's what's it called? Like a. I don't know. This might be completely wrong, but if I say it's a hot air balloon, but like isn't there like a saying or something? Oh my God, Laura, hi. Thank you so much for rating the stream.
33 has arrived with
Hi,
flowers for
everyone.
Louis.
Oh,
Oh, where's the
ooh.
flowers for fun?
That's okay. I am a plant, so it would be
Very true.
cruel of me to
Wow,
receive
thank you
flowers.
for the flowers, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what to
wow.
do with them, but
Does anyone
so many,
have a
so many
vase?
flowers.
Thank you so much, Laura. Let me make a makeshift shout out because I still haven't made a shout out command.
Can confirm we also have flowers for fun. Oh, I love to hear
thank you,
it.
Nopella. Also, welcome back to the stream because this is the second time we've been rated by Laura. So
Yes.
if anyone's already been here before, welcome back.
Welcome
and if
back.
anyone's new, welcome. Welcome to the most silly, goofy dev stream on the in the art directory right now. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Certainly one of them. We are a dev stream of all time.
Of all time.
We are one of them.
We are one. All right, I'm doing it. I'm making a green heart in there to match art. My favorite combo.
Wait, say again.
Just doing my regular favorite combo of art and a green heart because.
Oh, for the.
Yeah.
Of all the streams on Twitch, this is definitely one of them. I full-heartedly agree.
Yeah, it's also a stream on YouTube and on Steam.
We're not the goat. We're the oats.
Coming from my old brand. Unfortunately I don't have an oat emote anymore because I got rid of it. But just in spirit, I would have had one. How is everyone?
An oat emote.
Yeah, I used to be I used to be a breakfast streamer and I would eat my oatmeal every morning on stream. So it became like a thing. But then I stopped being a breakfast streamer and no more oats.
Oh, thanks for the follow. It's a me, Marion. Thank you. Thanks for that.
Welcome in.
Yeah, fun fact. I think I'm at least 33% oats. Yeah,
Oh, that's a good
my
amount, I
theory.
think. Oh, so glad you love the follow alert. That's our boy Tabble.
Oh boy.
He's round.
I remember seeing the alerts here for the first time. Just being loud. Oh.
Wasn't Laura the first person to follow with the alert?
Ooh, may
think
well
so.
have been.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, what? Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah, we had like a thing. Oh, we should add. Wait, is that a default Nightbot thing? Can I just? Can I do this? I don't know if I can, but oh. Can I do that? Or
Wee
do we have
me!
to add
Thank you for the
quotes?
follow.
I don't think we can do it.
What were you trying to do?
Oh, it's possible to add command or not add commands, add quotes, and then when you do exclamation point quote, it'll pull a random quote that you've added.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that would be fun, but
So,
I think that I could have sworn quotes were like a part of the default Nightbot commands, but maybe they aren't.
no worries.
Um, I will look into it. I have it open for later. And in the meantime, I will save this for later.
I think I must be because I think breakfast. I really like breakfast. I don't know about any. Some people they skip breakfast, and it's. I know.
Yeah, it's not good.
I've heard it's less of a big deal than people used to think. I think there was like as long as you're eating enough food for the day, you'll probably be okay. Like it's more about. But I don't know. I think food is like. I don't know how long have humans been on the earth, and we still haven't really figured out food, have we?
Yeah, it's hard with capitalism being at the forefront of it.
There are conflicts of interest, shall we say,
Yeah.
regarding.
I mean, I am definitely for breakfast. Especially I haven't really looked into this as much as I want to. I keep meaning to buy books about it, but I have been really interested in like balancing your hormones as a person who used to be on birth control and got really messed up because of it. It's a constant journey, and I saw something about how eating breakfast within like an hour of waking up is good for your hormones, and also making sure that the breakfast is like balanced with enough protein and like it's balanced. But I think that part was more for your blood sugar levels, but
It's
either way,
what's
good.
it called? Your something cycle. It's to do with your waking up, and when you wake up, you kind of enter that. Oh, what's it called? Someone knows. Totally forgotten. But I know it's
Oh
like
no, I know what you mean.
yeah,
Uh,
not REM. Circadian. Yeah, that's it. No, I don't.
hmm?
No, I don't know if. Or maybe it is. It's like it's your but they call it the rhythm, don't they? It's your circadian rhythm, which is good fun. But yeah, is that the one? Is something I can't remember. I'm sorry, but yeah, that could be actually.
Yeah. Anat says if I eat too much on dinner, I skip breakfast. I definitely feel that when you eat so much that you're literally not even hungry for breakfast. That was me the other day when I ordered way too much sushi. But it
Sushi's
was
hard
good.
to fill up on as well. Actually, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's not because of all the rice.
Yeah, and it was tofu sushi as well, so it was kind of
Okay.
yeah. I am just finding so many good songs today. I'm uh, I'm on like a radio. You know how on Spotify you can right click and go to the songs radio and we'll find songs that are similar.
I personally don't know that, but I'm
Well,
sure.
you can, and it's actually really good.
Okay.
And I've just been on this one radio for so long, and it's just amazing. So recommend doing that.
We live in a culture of playlist culture.
Yes, playlist culture. I'm not sure I've ever been to an all-you-can-eat sushi, but I feel like that is just so dangerous and amazing.
Must be expensive, mustn't it?
Yeah, but isn't that kind of the point of like all-you-can-eat buffets, that you pay like just like a certain amount of money, and then at some point it's not that expensive if you really go hard, but at some point you
Yeah,
also fill up
bring
so much you can't.
bring your Tupperware with you. That's my dad would always
Laura
tell a
says,
story of a friend he had. He would go to the local buffet and just bring Tupperware and just fill up on prawns because it's the cheapest way to get prawns. Why do you
amazing.
call them shrimp? People call them shrimp.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're both right. Laura says, the way I always click the link to the wish list, even though it's been on my wish list for weeks, and I have the early access copy.
Good for that.
I
Watch
mean,
the trailer again, eh? Why not?
yeah, like, just get the vibes. Does the Steam track like click-throughs? Is that yeah, of course they do. But I don't know if they
Must
they
do.
track like outside of Steam click-throughs. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I know they, obviously, how much people click on your game on Steam matters, but either way, it's probably good.
14
Itinerant
euros for all
fate.
you can eat sushi. That's
Oh my god. It must be nice.
good for some, eh? Good for some.
Vey says, I always forget to use Spotify, and then when I do, it's so confused about what to recommend to me. When I used to work as a dance teacher, I would listen to a lot of children's music. That's all I'll say. And I didn't bother to do the whole like, listen in private or whatever. So my yearly wrap-ups were very interesting, because it'd be like, your most played song is this Winnie the Pooh song. I sure love that, and it's like Spotify makes it seem like that was like the best thing ever in my life.
Does go hard. Tigger goes hard. 2 pieces of sushi for 75 cents. I'm trying to think what I had sushi the other day. Actually, went out and it was about. This was in London, so there's £9 for 6 pieces. What is that? That's more than £1 each, isn't it? Obviously. Spotify is convinced that my favourite artist is the Boston Symphony Orchestra. What do they do? Are they known for a particular piece? Honestly, the in Bristol it's not much cheaper. I don't think. People do complain about London prices, but I think it could just be cities in the south price. Does Spotify work by? This is the thing I always find frustrating with generally like the algorithms in general, is that you'll listen to it'll take one thing and then it'll branch out from that one thing. But then if you listen to something quite different, doesn't it usually just provide both of those branches, as opposed to sort of saying, we've deduced that by listening to these 2 things that you may also be interested in this thing. I don't know. I never feel like it's doing that.
They don't meld.
Yeah, it'll like give you heavy metal and Winnie the Pooh music. As opposed to, I don't know, like Lion King, or I don't know, or show tunes, or something you might be into, just statistically, because you're into those 2 things.
Yeah.
which I feel like is what it should be doing. Musical whiplash. But I had a subscription to Deezer for a while, just to try out streaming, and I can't remember what they call. I can't remember, oh, they call it flow. It's like the you just you hit the button and then it should just like play some music.
Flow. It just flows.
And it would be like it would play like Sober to Death by Car Seat Headrest, and I'm like, oh cool, that's a good song that I like. I've listened to a fair few times, and I really appreciate that. Deezer, nice job. And then that song finishes, and then it's like Despacito, and then I'm like, I'm not so much into that, but that's cool. You're like, we all have problems, and then I hit next, and then it goes, here, look, we'll play you Sober to Death by Car Seat Headrest, and I'm like, oh man, like. What can you do? I don't know. It was one or the other. But I'm sure that was a few years ago now, so I'm sure all algorithms are just improving at crazy rates, aren't they?
Yeah. Like, just look at TikTok. Absolutely wild.
So they say, yeah. I finally trained TikTok to stop showing me like really just weird stuff. And now now I'm in like artists just drawing things, but I don't know, I feel like I would just want to see the finished piece. Do you know what I mean? But it's just endless like close-ups of pencils moving along it, and there's only so much I can watch that. It is kind of cool to begin with, but every single video is now that, and it's a little bit exhausting. Like I don't want to wind down at the end of the day, so I don't know what avenues of TikTok would actually appeal to me, because if I'm on artist TikTok, I feel like that's what the medium of the, because you can't do still images really, can you? Or maybe if you do, you wouldn't get much engagement.
You can do stories now, actually.
Okay.
Which can be still images. But
yeah, I just feel like everything has to be a short video, and people are kind of figuring out ways to fit everything into that, and I don't know. Yeah, maybe not everything fits. But
it's definitely,
clearly it works for a lot of people, and there's a lot of good artists on there. But I'm surprised by the ones that aren't on there.
Like you,
like me.
Where's the art TikToks, Louis?
Yeah, I don't know, and I do all my art digitally, so it'd be me like, and I'm not like one of these trendy illustrators that like uses Procreate. Unfortunately, I just have a really cheap little Wacom tablet from like 10 years ago, and I use open source software. I can't show off my fancy iPad, which I don't own.
I mean, what's the difference really? Like, you wouldn't know if you were just.
I'd have to. Some people do that though. I think they like. Can you see me doing it? They'll like put their thing on the screen and then like pretend they're. I think I've noticed people doing that.
Yeah.
Gotta love the Wacom bamboo. I did have a bamboo, and I spilt my drink on it and it broke. But that was a long time ago, and this is the one I've since bought. So I think it's an Intuos.
Yeah, they're on the Intuos now.
But I bought it in 2014, 13 maybe. No, I think 14. So 8 years. 8 years old. I remember having one of them. A bamboo or an Intuos? I hope I'm not too old with the Intuos. I think they do still sell bamboos, don't they?
Do they? I'll check.
I might be wrong. I was a foolish child and lost the installation CD between laptops. I'll never forgive myself. For the drivers.
Ooh, the tablet is no longer under support.
Ooh.
Or maybe that was wrong? Yeah, no, Wacom drops. Or Wacom? Drops bamboo name for tablets with new Intuos line.
Yeah. God, I don't know if anybody used to, but as a kid I was quite into just like reinstalling Windows over and over again. I don't know why. I mean, I still kind of am. And God, I used to have so many
That's why we came
CDs
down.
of drivers, and you'd have to like. I remember I had this big metal like crate, and I used to love all that. And I had all my I had like Dungeon Keeper and everything, all my little games. I used to love. I never played the games. I just loved reinstalling them. That was my jam. Because you used to have to, didn't you, to get your computer to run quick. Like if you left your Windows, if your Windows installation was more than 3 years old, you'd have to reinstall everything.
Really?
Sort of. There's still a bit of truth to it, just because Windows would, have all its temp files and just slow down. I know that
Yeah. That
Windows generally, I think they'd say you don't even need to these days, but I do it sometimes anyway, just to, for good luck.
For good luck. That's a tweet right there. For good luck, reinstall Windows.
I did it in February maybe. I do it maybe once a year. Of all the specific hobbies I thought you were about to say, yeah. Dungeon Keeper though, what a game. I think I'm younger than Dungeon Keeper for the record, so but I used to have all of my dad's old DOS games like on CD. Did anyone ever play Sim Ant? It was like before they made the Sims, or maybe because like Will Wright made a load of weird, and there was a game where you could play as an ant or a colony of ants, and you had multiple like little monitors. You had tunnel cam where you could actually see your colony of ants doing what they do, and then you had like grass cam so you could check out like what was happening on the grass level. And then there was like almost like a Sims house. There was a chap who like lived in the house where you were like trying to slowly, I don't know, subside his house or something. I can't remember what the aim of the game was, but yeah.
I have just looked up the game, and one of the images that comes up is of a terrifying spider, and it says, "You writhe in burning agony as the spider's deadly venom flows through your body."
Yeah, everyone's saying it sounds adorable. It wasn't. It was like it was quite metal, really. It was like it was properly drawn insects and everything.
Yeah,
sorry if I gave the wrong impression.
Definitely not a cozy game or a game.
It wasn't a cozy game. It was like, I think listening to heavy metal while playing it would have been like all of your ants like running through tunnels. Like it probably would have been an appropriate vibe for it, actually. Yeah, it was scary.
Heavy metal,
actually.
But it sounds
borderline scary. Yeah, don't Google it. But I think that was before. I think that might have even been before I was born as well.
That's fun. I had no idea there was a Sim Ant game.
Yeah, there's so many Sim games before The Sims. SimCity is the one that did well, which it came off of Sim Helicopter, I think. I used to be really into all the Sims and all of Will Wright's games. I don't know what Will Wright does these days. He's totally just sold off The Sims, isn't
he? Yeah.
I think Spore was his last game, probably.
People also ask, where is Will Wright now?
I'll stick to mine.
This was in March last year. Apparently, he was working on a new project.
Could be anything. The oldest game I can remember is Space Invader, but like chickens. Like with chickens? I was pretty much born as soon as like 3D was becoming a thing, so I kind of grew up with, yeah. I think we talked about this on the Discord, I think. I was saying I don't remember a time before Super Mario 64. But then, yeah, I'm sure there's a few folks who don't remember a time before Super Mario Sunshine. But I remember Mario Sunshine coming out. He is on the board of trustees of X Prize Foundation, a non-profit and hosts public competitions intended to encourage technological development to benefit humanity. That sort of sounds altruistic, but is also so vague that hard to say, isn't it? But I'm sure he's doing all right. I'm sure he's just living off royalties of The Sims. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, honestly.
I think it was called Chicken Invaders.
Oh.
Was anyone born around the same time as Dancing Baby Screensavers?
Wait, sorry, what?
We had a CD. You install it, and there would be a dancing baby. It's another one. Like, and again, it was like right on the cusp of 3D. It's also slightly unsettling. Yeah. Does anyone else remember
Original
that?
music. There's music on it.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. It was definitely unsettling. Uncanny Valley is the word. Yeah. We didn't quite have the baby technology. It wasn't quite there yet.
And it just came with Hooked on a Feeling? Or is this a meme?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's what we had on our family computer, though. But I think my family appreciated the irony of it. I think it made money off of irony. Yeah. I thought it was quite a famous thing. Maybe it wasn't as famous as I...
No, maybe it was, but I just have never seen it.
To me, it was up there with the flying toasters, you know? You had Dancing Baby, you had flying toasters. Badger, Badger, Badger.
Yeah, well, that I do remember.
Weeble lives in my neck of the woods, actually. I know a few people who have worked with him. I've heard he tries to do a lot of serious work, but then... but everyone's just like, we just want more Badger Badgers. He's like, no, I'm a serious artist, guys.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
But yeah, Badger Badger was a classic, and the llama song. I don't remember a llama song.
Oh, is that the one that's like pretty not safe for work?
Okay. Oh, Magical Trevor, yeah. I just the other day when I was in London, I brought up Magical Trevor, and then we all just started singing it in unison, and then they were like, I can't. They said I didn't know I could remember the entire song. So it's all just.
It's actually surprising.
It's all ingrained in us, collective. Oh, do you mean Llama Llama Duck? Do you mean that one? Here's a llama, there's a llama.
It's not. Oh no, I'm thinking of Look at My Horse. I thought it was a llama.
Oh yeah, that's not quite. That's.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Llamas and horses are the same animal, apparently.
Yeah, llamas. The horse song a bit less so, but llama song. Yeah, anything passed for viral in those days, didn't it? Anything.
Yeah.
If you had a copy of Flash and you had an original idea, you were guaranteed to warm internet culture. I do like one of the cool things about TikTok is that it's sort of because YouTube kind of went 15 minutes, everything had to be 15 minutes. Excuse me. Whereas TikTok is like you can now it's a better place for animation now, isn't it? Because you can actually do like 1 minute videos and go viral.
Yeah.
The duck song with the lemonade stand. I didn't actually see that as a kid. That's one of those retroactive ones that I think I missed. But I am aware of it.
I'm a big fan of the blush that they both have.
Yeah. Always adds a little bit extra.
Yeah.
I think these characters are actually quite. I will need to spend some time, but I think because my sort of concept style is quite different from my Garden Path style, and I've never sort of had to translate them before, so they look a little bit different to how I would do it. But I think that's just a case of fine tuning. But they are coming together.
Yeah, they really are. I'm excited for the back.
Yes. Maybe we'll. Maybe we'll. Oh, I don't know if I'll have time. Not sure. Amsterdams. don't know if I remember Hamster Dance.
I mean, is it just like the song, or is it a whole video? Oh wait, this. Oh, I've never seen the video for this. I've only heard the song. Oh wow.
Hamster Dance was a classic. I don't,
Truly.
yeah, I don't know if I remember it, honestly.
Oh, you totally will as soon as you hear it.
Is it like a chipmunk soul type
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, brings me back to teaching children. That song was a banger to do split jumps over the, over yoga mats on with. Wait.
I don't know what.
Two.
I don't know what the
That's
kids
what I
listen to at the moment.
Oh, probably things that. Oh my God, there was one time when I was teaching like preteens, I think, or maybe they were younger than that. I'm not sure, but they said because I was, I was taking requests and they wanted Sweet But Psycho, and that was a song, and I was just like, you're like 9 years old.
But then I remember like kids disco for me when I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 was always well, it was always Barbie Girl, which I don't think is actually that kid appropriate, except for the fact that
It's not, yeah.
kids, they were just like, oh yeah, kids play with Barbies, and of course, like, as kids we had no idea, like,
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
you don't listen to the lyrics, do you? It was Barbie Girl, and they always played. There was some techno remix of Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. They just always played.
Oh my God. Yeah. Classic.
And just as a kid, you were just like, yeah.
We love fast food truckers.
Yeah. Good times. Oh, Cha Cha Slide, yeah. I feel like maybe me and Loris were exactly the same era, maybe. KFC song. Completely blanked out Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah, it's not a good one, is it? It's not a good one. There were better decades to grow up in.
No, I think it's amazing.
We used to sing it at guides. Do people know campfire songs? Does anybody know Crazy Moose? Does Laura's know Crazy Moose? Oh, that one unites people. Think about the classic. "1998, baby." Tamagotchis, Pokemon cards.
Oh. Yeah.
You just unlocked a memory with Crazy Moose. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. One of the first ever Flash animations I did was over to me singing Crazy Moose, which probably exists in a zip folder somewhere deep in an archive.
Well, now we must see it.
It's never gonna surface. I will defend that. I want a Tamagotchi again. I need to pour so much love and energy into. I always got the same Tamagotchi character. I always got, and then I remember as a kid looking it up, and it was like, oh, this is the one you get if you don't take care of them. I was just like, what? 'Cause I feel like we always did. Like I used to play with that thing 24/7. So I just don't know how I.
You weren't good enough.
Yeah. I'll find the one. It was like a Mexican Rex.
Do they still make them? Oh my gosh,
I
or are they like ruined by? I mean, you can buy. Oh, they're like $60.
God.
But I feel like now, like getting them now would be so different. Like there's Star Wars Tamagotchis. There's like an R2D2 one.
You weren't feeding it caviar. I don't even know if there was different food. I feel like the Tamagotchi I had like was just I don't know, maybe there was like 3 different like and if
Oh,
you
there
hit.
were different foods. Yeah.
But I think the Tamagotchi I had was 2. I remember I got a Tamagotchi later when I was a bit older, and you could actually choose the food you gave it. But I think the first one I had, it was just like randomly was either a cake or a donut or something. Yeah.
Demon Slayer Tamagotchi. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I feel like it could be a good app. I don't know. I'd never kicked off as an app, did it? Like just as something you could pass the time with, but they never capitalized on that.
I feel like making it into an app kind of did they not make it into an app? But also I feel like that kind of takes away from the whole purpose of it. Since
maybe
it feels special having the little Tamagotchi.
Was Tamagotchi's back? In fact, I know that they were in that movie when they turning red.
Yeah.
The main character had one on a. Although I thought that was an odd movie because it was set. Did I mention this? It was set. Isn't it like set in 2003? But I just don't remember any of the kids acting like they were in the. I don't know. There was no like side haircuts and like listening to Bowling for Soup and stuff. But like I feel like all the kids felt very current, and like it was almost like she had a Tamagotchi like as a relic, even though in 2003 it would have been, well actually maybe in 2003 it would have been, but it had a second wave, didn't it, which is probably when I got into it actually. Then 2002, yeah, so I don't know, it felt, I don't know, I'm not too sure why they set it in 2002. I like the rest of the film, but I thought that was but it's cool because you don't get many films set in the 2000s, do you? But maybe we will.
Yeah, although you probably will now that it's been so trendy. Like,
I was really excited when I found out it was set in 2002 because I thought, that could be really, really fun. But Oh,
there was a website apparently.
Tamagotchi website.
Yeah.
My first foray into the like internet was through a Tamagotchi forum. That was like
amazing.
Do you remember forums? We were talking about internet forums, and you'd like you just post garbage because every post you get a point or something, and then you'd get a badge. I don't know, but as a kid, that's the kind of thing that like you live for, innit?
No, there is an app. It's called My Tamagotchi Forever, but I can't install it. I think I still have mine actually. I might just have one left, but they do work if you put a battery in them.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too little, too late. I think the app. They should have got right in there. With as soon as Steve Jobs announced it. I was looking into a series of unfortunate events forum the other day. They are, I bet they're still out there.
Oh.
There's some funny forums out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
I do like forums. They're a bit of a lost art.
Yeah, they are.
If the garden path gets any bigger, I'm going to set up a forum. And you can. It's totally optional, but really for nostalgic vibes.
Yeah, I mean it's on brand.
It is. Because Stardew Valley has a popular forum, doesn't it? It's an official forum. So I can't really justify it. I don't want to. I don't want to put my eggs in too many baskets. So.
But Louis, what if somebody finds the forum and then finds the game because of the forum?
Yeah, very unlikely, I think. The forums are for a certain type of person, aren't they? People like me.
Well, you could argue that the garden path might be for a certain type of person as well. People like you.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I feel like I originally made the garden path for people like me, but I feel like it's I feel like it's grown a bit beyond that. So
yeah, it's being normalized.
Yeah, it's really. I'm sorry, guys. It's really lost its edge. My original vision was that you'd go in and there'd be no tutorials and have no idea what to do. And the only way you could find out is if you went on this like really 2006-esque forum. That was my vision starting out, and people have just ruined it.
Unbelievable. People aren't inside of my brain and don't understand what I'm going for when I give them no direction.
And the forums would just have like loads of fan theories. They'd be like, "Oh, Tabble only moves to the south in 6 a.m." I don't know. Series of Unfortunate Events was good. I read the whole thing as a kid. I liked that it was a lot. Everyone thought that each book, a lot of people like gave up after book 6 or something because they thought every book was just like Count Olaf pretending to be a different person or something, and they would just get into the same escapades, and it was just kind of rinse and repeat. But I think like after that, it becomes very much about secret societies and things. Louis, did we have the same childhood? It's, who knows? Parallel universes.
Yeah. Oh, you can get an original Tamagotchi for $20 on Amazon.
Funny, that's not too bad.
Because they have like an original collection where they have like more similar to what they used to be like, as opposed to the fancy Demon Slayer, Star Wars, Hello Kitty ones.
I must have mine somewhere because I did a full clear out of my room, my childhood room just the other. I remember seeing it though. It'd be in I don't know. It's got to be somewhere.
I've just linked a Cherry Blossom Tamagotchi in chat.
Ooh.
Ooh. $16 shipping and import fees.
The question is, Loris. Is it Laura's or Loris? But the question is, how many times did you reinstall Windows on your? That's how you really know. I thought the kids had unique. Just Laura. Oh, sorry. Is it? Oh, so it's like possessive. It's a possessive S. It's Laura's Forest TV. Oh, I don't know why I didn't read it like that. I'm really sorry.
They own an entire forest.
They do. I respect that. This is my dad screaming, crying, choking through the installation. Did you play the other thing? There was a game called Creatures. I don't know if anybody played that. It's like one of the few games that ever had artificial intelligence, even to this day. And you could actually like teach these little big-eared things like how to talk. I spent hours on that, and it was sort of more of a tool than a. And you could like you could like breed them and stuff, and teach them language, and they would carry their culture on between them and stuff, and it was quite kind of game you could pour hours into. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
I don't, but I do remember speaking of like reinstalling Windows, just installing games in general in that time was such an experience because you'd have like the installer, which is so like I guess some MMOs that have launchers kind of feel like, but it's still not quite that. But you used to have like an installation screen, and there was like an image, and sometimes there was even music while it was installing. It would take ages.
The install would take an hour or two. A little bar going up.
Finding the like pamphlet with your code to put in. I've got installing 20 Sims to expansion packs.
Oh yeah, the Sims had a lot of discs. I remember we installed. I brought back one of the few. I basically threw away all my old games because we went on eBay and found out that it cost more to put them up on eBay and sell them. So, which is a bit sad. But I kept onto my old World of Warcraft things, and there's like 20 CDs or something. Good times.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember.
And you had to have the CD in the drive to play, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And now you have to buy an external CD drive because you don't have it. And then you buy one that's like made now. But Lilo and Stitch Hula Baluba, as it's called in Norwegian. I think it's called like Island something in English. Is still impossible to play because apparently, according to the game, the DVD drive, the reader, isn't fast enough
No
for the
way.
game that was made in 2003. What?
Yeah, it's got to be
Oh,
a. It's misinterpreting something. I'm guessing it's like thinks that's.
yeah. It's a real tragedy because there are two games I've been trying to get to run um, that I haven't been able to, and that's the Lilo and Stitch game and the Monsters Inc. Scare Island game. That was
Scare
amazing.
Island.
Yeah, it was so good.
We had Bugs Life. That's the
Oh,
which I remember. Just one of those games as a kid you never actually get past level 1 because they were just you couldn't play them, could you? They were just so old and janky.
mm,
But as a kid you're like, I've got to play them because it's Bugs Life. Bugs Life is cool.
yeah. Oh, I'm so glad Alex is also a Scare Island fan.
Pajama
Pajama
Sam.
Sam.
You know, I had a friend and I would go around his house and we'd play Pajama Sam. Unlike our, I guess Americans call them play dates or whatever, but just,
Mm.
because he had like the whole collection.
I feel like there's another. It's not Pajama Sam, but there's another that was
Oh,
similar that I
Putt, do you mean
had.
Putt? Yeah, Putt Putt was similar.
Oh, I don't know. I think it had to. It was. It might have been by the same people that did Pajama Sam.
I played
Um.
Toontown. I got the Toontown free trial for like a weekend. I played it for that, but I didn't get much past it. More of
Oh
a
yeah,
more of a Club
that had
Penguin.
like a resurgence.
Toontown. I know
Yeah.
they had a yeah, with private servers and things, and I don't think it's not officially supported, is it? But like Club Penguin, is that right?
Oh yeah, maybe yeah. Because you can still play Club
Community.
Penguin. Oh yeah, Freddy Fish, iconic, amazing.
Freddy
I bought
Fish.
all the Freddy Fish games on Steam, and I have not regretted
Iconic.
it. Um.
I love the best thing about Club Penguin was that because I was never allowed the subscription or whatever. Which I can't remember how much it cost. I think it was like £5 a month or something. But I like that you and like all your friends who couldn't afford this subscription would just like you were given like one item a month or something for free, and it was all about how you could like customize your penguin with like the drip from 10 different items, and everyone was like kitting out the
uh,
different different free bits of kit. Um,
Oh my God, I found the one I was looking for. It's not by the same people that did Pajama Sam, but it's called Higlo's Pajama Party. I don't know if this is just like a Nordic game. I've sent you like the cover art for it, and it was amazing.
oh my word, yeah, I've definitely not seen this.
It's so old that it was like in a square CD case. It wasn't we weren't at that point with the PC games.
And what does this say at the top?
I think that's Swedish.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Um,
So
yeah.
I just assumed.
Mm. Yeah, no, that's
Oh
that's
yeah,
all right.
being a
Um,
secret agent. Oh my! I remember when I became a secret agent. I was like, oh
oh
my!
yeah.
I was like, I'm one of like 10 people, and I wasn't. Because you were meant to be like a moderator, weren't you? You were meant to like go
Um,
around and check people weren't breaking the rules. But then basically it just consisted of there were like three things, and it was just like I will not break the rules. I will report other people. I don't know. It was just like a little agreement you would make.
oh my God.
And
Full role
then you
play.
were a spy. You feel so elite as a spy. Yeah, the little missions that pass the time.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm surprised they shut Club Penguin down.
Yeah.
It's funny what franchises they keep going and the ones they decide obviously don't have a future.
Yeah, you could say the same thing about Netflix and them canceling all their good shows. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm not upset.
I guess it's a they just sort of throw everything at a wall and see what sticks. And if it's got niche appeal, it isn't good enough for them, is
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Yeah.
But Riverdale can have like 10 seasons or whatever.
But then
Or it's got 10
is
seasons.
Riverdale, immensely. It probably is immensely popular. Probably isn't
It
niche. I
is,
don't
but by the way it's written, it's just like,
know. Yeah.
how is this a real show?
I mean, maybe there's some Riverdale fans. I know I've got a few Riverdale
Oh,
friends.
yeah, no, but I feel like
It's
everyone who watches
it's like
Riverdale
ironic, is it?
is in it for the chaos. Like,
Sure.
I absolutely admire that they went where they went with it, but also,
Is Riverdale the
yeah,
Archie comics
exactly.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
at least that's how it started out. I have no idea if it's still canon right now because
Canon.
there's a lot going on.
Do they ever in the show dance to um what's the song called? Sugar Sugar. It must happen, right?
Probably. Alex might know.
Because wasn't that
Um,
that was the Arch that was the band in the show, wasn't it? The original. That was by the Archies. Got to happen.
oh.
I might be wrong.
Also, yeah, Sense8 is also my villain origin story.
Oh, I don't know Sensei.
Oh, it was really good. At least they gave us like a special to wrap it up, but it was still very sad. Um,
I'm a big fan of Firefly. That still cuts me deep.
ooh.
That was a
I
good
still
show.
haven't watched that one. I know a lot of people really love that.
Just it's one of the few shows I get a real sense of like childlike excitement when I watch it. Like
Mm,
like you're going on an adventure. I don't know, but yeah.
yeah.
TV's just so different now. I think niche stuff does kind of find a market, doesn't it? So I feel like, but all the actors are probably too old for it now. I think Disney bought the rights to it, but I don't know if there were rumors of them rebooting it, but I don't know if it would be
Mm,
the same.
probably not. It's hard to like keep the same.
Capture the spirit of something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I finished Gilmore Girls and I watched the Year in the Life special, or like limited series, it was very strange in the beginning when you see them like now, not in the early 2000s, but in fact, in like whenever it was, like 20, I don't know, 2018 or something. Um, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Their eyebrows are different,
Yeah.
like
It's always the eyebrows, isn't
yeah, and just like in general, the fact that the filming doesn't look old anymore, it throws you off.
it? Mm.
Um, but but I, but Laura, if you're worried about it, like at least I thought it was nice. So like it was just like you have to kind of adjust, especially if you're going straight from the old to that. Um, but yeah.
I think if I've seen anything. Because not many people were watching. But that's because the show was on late. Yeah, but then it's sort of a catch-22, isn't
Mm.
it? They put it in a bad slot and then nobody watches it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the cleanness of the remakes, that's a really good way to put it because it feels like very hospital. I don't know if that makes sense, but like
clinical.
yeah, it's so like clean cut.
I just googled. I just tried to type Gilmore Girls, and I actually typed Glimmermore Girls. Oh dear, didn't get either word right. Oh, so in the new one, it's the same actors, is it? But they're older.
Yeah. It's just
Ah,
like
okay.
yeah. So it is, it's still the same vibe, and I won't say that it's like not truth or what's it called? Faithful
Mm.
to, but it's just obviously like everything's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Um, Glimmermore Girl sounds like a witch school series.
Oh my god.
I mean, hey, like depending on how well Songs of Glimmerwick sells, maybe there can be a an
Mm.
animated series.
Oh, thanks,
Hi,
Rupert,
Rupert.
for joining us.
Yeah, really coming together.
Yeah.
Down for a witch school anime? Absolutely, always. Um, does anyone know any good witch school animes? Put them in chat
There's got to be one,
or
right?
in general. Yeah, I mean, there's little or like what's it called? Like Little Witch Academia or something? Or am I mixing them up?
I'll do.
Um,
Yeah, I'm toying with how thick the eyebrow should be, but I think the idea of this character for Pixie was that they would be sort of quite sort of like a not a gentle giant, but I guess I don't know. I think that tell me if the big eyebrows work, Pixie. I feel like that was the character you were going for. They're sort of friendly, but in a sort of a slightly intense way. I feel like that's kind of what I'm going for.
uh, Hi Taro, welcome in. I'm gonna call you Taro, even because Taro's name is also Alex, so it's confusing because we have two Alexes now. So, but welcome in. Um, Flying Witch.
Friendly, comforting, familiar. It really gives the protective vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I am also a fan of those glasses. They're very cute.
Kind of just how I do them for all the characters, really.
Oh yeah, but like I think it's the combination of the colors.
Hmm.
Like the green and the yellows. Very nice.
I would like to give Lucas some eyebrows. Go lighter. I think we are. I mean, coming to the end of things, really.
Yeah.
Blown by all that talk about Tamagotchis and
Nostalgia.
dancing
Yeah. I mean,
and
I'm honestly a little bit tempted to get
pajama
a
parties.
Tamagotchi now.
It'd pass a week probably. Yeah.
That's the thing is that it is hard to like it's hard to stick to it when you don't have that when you're not a child and it's not new and it's your entire world.
Do they last? I don't know how long they last. To be honest, I think it's
I
probably
mean,
less time.
they use these like round batteries, right, that I think are
Well, the
used for
devices
watches as
themselves
well.
are like yeah, they last years, but then the
Yeah.
actual Tamagotchi like character, I don't know what a
Mm.
life cycle of a. I
Right, yeah.
think it is like a week. It's more. Reminding me of it's Caillou, isn't it? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
I've never seen Caillou. I think it's a North American thing, isn't it? I think.
Oh.
Might be wrong. Angry small brows or cute thick ones like before? Yeah, I think kind of just went for the friendly, nice friendly.
Yeah. Tune in next time to see the third P's eyebrows.
Yes, true.
Elia, is it?
Elia, yeah,
Mm.
very spherical head. I mean, it has to be.
That's what happens when you're a P.
Yeah. I know that Elia does have a little flower. I wanted to confirm with Pixie what sort of type of flower Elia to have. Oh, we got a
Oh.
nice.
I mean, we do want to become famous, but only for the very worthy P characters.
Absolutely, we do it for them.
Yeah,
It's on my calendar eyebrow reveal.
you have to earn it.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm on the straight and narrow
Eyebrow
path.
reveal. Oh my god.
What's that?
No, it's just Laura's put eyebrow reveal on their calendar, um, which makes me think of like VTubers will do like I've been learning
Oh,
because my friend has just become a VTuber, so I am learning about VTuber culture and like apparently you like debut your VTuber model, but before that you're pre-debut. So you know, in this scenario, Elia's eyebrows and entire face are all in their pre-debut. We'll be debuting them
and so
shortly.
is did they go into it having been an I don't know what you call a non just a normal streamer, or did they go into it like being a VTuber? Does
Oh
that make
yeah,
sense?
well I guess yeah. Like yeah, yeah. I've also been thinking about that. Like what, especially like with this debut culture. Like I wonder what it's like. You know, the difference between like having been a streamer and deciding to go into VTubing, or just like starting a channel straight into it, which is
Hmm.
the case for my friend.
Okay, yeah. Maybe they were a PNG tuber before. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
I
exactly.
could be
Yeah,
a PNG tuber, just an image of my
you could.
face.
Yeah,
Or
or
any
with
face,
your
really.
little astronaut.
Yeah, true. But it doesn't animate, doesn't do anything, it's just a PNG. Or PNG.
Well, you can make it like bounce when you speak.
No. So it wouldn't be a PNG. Or would it? I don't know.
It
Um,
is a PNG, but it's just moving.
guys,
Not.
I'm going to teach you guys. Some people out there think PNG is a superior format in every way, and they're wrong. They're wrong, okay? Um,
Oh, what's the superior
if I
format,
can if I
Louis?
can teach you guys this, then because a PNG is good for like this would not be as well. It's a bit in between, but this would not be a good format for a PNG. Obviously, PNG does um, transparency, and sometimes you have no option but to do that. But if you have um, yeah, JPEGs aren't bad. People give JPEGs a bad rap, but if you have something like this where it's
Mm.
lots of texture, like even though this is one color, over here we've got lots of kind of dipping in and outs of color. Um, and so things with lots of like photographs, things with lots of texture and variation between the pixels, um, don't save as a PNG. You're always going to be better doing it as a lossless JPEG um, or even just so you can even compress JPEGs a very small amount and it'll probably be fine, and it's going to be better than a PNG in terms of file size. Um,
Wow.
I've seen things, and then PNG you want if you're doing like bar graphs. Don't save that as a JPEG. Save that as a PNG if it's block colors. Um,
I have been misled my entire life. Anyway,
because PNGs are always lossless. That's the problem. Like they're always going to have, like you can compress PNGs, but like a PNG photo is always going to be insanely big, whereas a JPEG can always bring that file size right down. But yeah, sorry, little PSA. I heard because just something came out recently, and you'll never have issues with PNGs, but I love how I woke up from a nap and now I'm straight up learning. Yeah, I don't know. People don't
Adding
see
the educational tag.
Yeah, definitely. But then there's like WebPs and stuff. Yeah. Oh, someone literally just mentioned. I think WebPs have evolved. Yeah, there's really crazy compression out there. But we're kind of just stuck with JPEG because it's the convention. Like there are things better than JPEGs, but PNGs aren't inherently an improved JPEG. I don't know. I've just seen people who think that. So yeah, if there's one thing, there's one thing you can take away from it. But if you need transparency, then yeah, you've got no choice. Because I do everything as I'll export quite textured. That's why the game, the Gunpowder has quite a big file size, even though it's quite a simple game. Is mostly the textures because they have to be PNGs because they're transparent and but they're actually quite textured. But it's just kind of the nature of the beast. Although but WebPs do support transparency, and I think Godot does render everything as a WebP. I'm not sure. It's all interesting stuff. Anyway, I've got to reinstall my Windows. It's been good.
Oh my god! It's not 6 for you. At 5 p.m. on a Tuesday.
That's what we do. That's how we big fat PNGs. Yeah, I hope. Oh yeah, we'll do the little do the little sign off.
Yeah,
Twitter.
go on.
Twitter on from Carrot Cake on Twitter. Discord. As always, I'm there. Fern's there. Say hi. No,
Alex
sorry,
is
I was only
doing a
joking
great
about
job.
Windows. We were talking earlier about that I reinstall my Windows often.
It's Louis' hobby. It
is my hobby. I reinstall Linux a lot more often, but that's probably more understandable. And TikTok from Carrot Cake, basically from Carrot Cake anywhere. But then for the Discord, can you get I know you can get a fancy.
You can,
but I
and
think you need to apply for it or something.
You can at a certain point of boosts, I think.
Okay.
Like when people server boost your server. So if you have any boosts laying around,
pick them up. And
we're one boost away from level 1.
Yeah, and wishlist on Steam. But otherwise, back in 2 weeks. I think on a Tuesday again.
Tuesday is the day. This is
decided it's part of a trilogy. I think the next one is going to be the finale of character art. It's going to be Return of the King.
Return of the Peas.
So this one. No, this one was good. They've all been good. I was about to say, but maybe the next one will be we'll carry on with maybe we'll do Elia here, and then maybe also I'll see maybe with the other design characters, maybe we could start on another one of them. Return of the Spring Onion.
Thank you so much, Laura, again for the raid. So lovely. So
thanks
nice
for joining us.
Community here.
Thanks everybody here for joining us again on our stream, and I hope you guys will join us for the next one. Join us for the eyebrows.
Join for the eyebrows.
If they're a family, Return of the Kin. I like that. Like the Spring Onion. There isn't a Spring Onion character, so maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. Art is probably the closest thing to it, or even is that a leek is related to a Spring Onion? I think.
Almost.
Okay. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.
Bye.